Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, this is a new season that I've actually completed. And Manchester United are actually the first person right here. So I'm going to be showing you these tactics, and there is a warning about these tactics. So you guys should stay tuned with me till the end because you don't want to like mess your save up with these tactics. There's a warning about these tactics that I'm actually going to be sharing with you. So let's move into it. Right now, I'm going to be showing you the start at the beginning of the season. So right here, you see, I'm actually the number one. When we check the show, when we check it right here, I'm the winner of the Premier League right here. I'm using I think I'm using 4 points. I'm using 4 points to win Liverpool, to lead Liverpool, and I scored. I got just a little goal difference, but I'm sure I scored a lot of goals, a lot of goals. So right, I scored 107 goals, while Liverpool scored 108. So right now, this tactics actually had ups and downs right there, but if you check it proper, if you check it properly, you're going to see that actually like I've been top, then second, then top, right there. So let's just check the start. Let's check the start of Premier League right there. So at the start right here, you see, and the most goals is actually Ronaldo. Covered Lewin. I got Lewin through loan. You understand? So I got him through loan, and I actually formed a tactics that are actually going to help my strikers. You understand? So that's what the tactics all about. It's actually going to help my strikers to score a lot of goals and a lot of corners also because the set piece is actually massive. And I'm going to be sharing the set piece later on in my next video. So you guys should subscribe to my YouTube channel to get that tactics quickly. So right here we move into the most assists. I'm very disappointed that my players are actually not to the second and not to the third right there, which is so discouraging. So right here you can see like my players are actually like this is my player right and this is Ronaldo right here. So they got a lot of shots. That means they got a lot of chances, but they actually like get a lot of goals also right here. You can see it right here. So it's actually a very good thing. You see that they actually like converted a lot of things. That means they got a lot of chances and they took it, you understand, probably 50%, 50%. So right here when it comes to passes, sorry about that. When it comes to passes, you can see I'm not there. Most dribbles, I'm not there. Few considered, I actually considered a lot because the tactics I'm actually going to be showing you is the counter-attacking tactics. I'm not actually being possessing. I'm not possessing every match. So you can see me at the most key passes actually. You can see Bruno. You can see a lot of players right there at the beginning of the season. But after some time, they stopped like took their star. So the most goals you can see me. Liverpool is actually using only one goal to lead me. One goal, and 19 goals are actually from corner. 18 goals are actually from corner from my own side. Understand, which is actually massive. You understand? So I'm actually going to be showing you how I scored all these goals from corner. So right here are the few first shot against right there. So I got few shot against most possession. You can't see me around top 10, top 20. I'm not sure if I'm top 20. Okay, I'm around top 20. I'm like the fourth person to the last in the stand. So it's not about being possessive, and I got everything I want. So right, yeah, the passing you can't see me. I'm not sure you can see me. Okay, the passing is actually good. The pass complete is actually good, and the most shot actually like man, I'm close to Liverpool right here. So at the most point per game, I actually got a lot better than Liverpool at this stage. So let me show you the tactics straight up. But let me show you what we actually did. at the other competition. So right here, when we check it out, I got knocked out by Atlanta at the Europa Champions Cup. That's the Champions League. I got knocked out by Atlanta, which is not a really good understand. I think at the first knockout round, I got knocked out, and it is not good at all. That's why I'm actually trying to like show you the warning about these tactics. So let's move into it right now. So this is the tactics right here. Don't mind the placement. Don't mind the placement for now. So the tactic right here is 4-2-4 wide, which is actually like a counter-attacking tactics. I don't really care about my player. I don't really care about possessing games. You understand? I care about counter-attack. So right here is actually, you can see the super keeper in attack, which my wing back right here is actually my fullback right here is actually support, which has an instruction of cutting inside with ball, getting further forward and tackle harder. You understand? The ball playing defender in defense is actually dribbling more. The ball playing defender in support is actually tackling harder because it's actually going to move to the front. So he's going to make use of the ball a lot more than this guy. And since Varane is actually very fast, he has a very good acceleration right there. So I actually like put him at back so that he can actually like cover for Lindelof for some times that Lindelof is actually going to be at front. So right here we have Wan-Bissaka, we have the Shaw, the wing back at the back at defense, while Itaku at a mark a specific position. So right here, when you are playing against somebody like Liverpool and they're actually using the 4-2-3, like they're actually using inside forward and winger at the right side, or you need to like mark them with these people right there, right here, if they're actually like getting a lot of positions, like they are getting into a very promising places and huge, and is actually performing a very huge break up in your defense, then you need to like mark them with your wing back, you understand? So it's actually very good like that, you understand me? So all of them is actually they're actually gonna cover. Don't worry about everything. Just do it like that. But not every match is because not everyone is actually gonna be using these guys at this side. They can use them at this side. I don't want to like make your wing back to like come to the middle to come and mark. Then no. So right here we have the defensive play, the deep line playmaker, who is actually defense, and we're checking what he's actually going to do. Take more risk. So he's actually taking more risk because it's a counter attack. Anywhere he can place the pass, and he's actually going to the final third or the second third is actually straight because anything we want any passes as possible. So right here, the box to box playmaker is actually taking around room from position to position, while we have an advanced playmaker in attack right here, which doesn't have any player instructions added. So right here we have a lot of players that are actually very creative. Like we have three right here, you understand? And these guys are actually overlapping also. So we have like five, understand? They're actually creative. So right here we have Rashford right here. Is actually closing down more right here. So that's it. That is actually like going to like tackle more also. So right here we have in as inside forward in attack, while we have advanced forward in attack, which doesn't have any player instructions added. So right here we have the defender, the deep line forward rather, is actually closing down more and mark tighter. So closing down more is actually performing like the pressing forward activity, you understand? So I want him to press to like press the other players, you understand, to get the ball. And we are actually gonna, if we get the ball, we're actually gonna get goal, you understand? Because we have a lot of good strikers at forward. So that's it. That's tactics. So let's move it. We have the team fluidity and structure, while our mentality is positive. we go into the in possession while we attack with is actually wide. He pass into space while this guy is actually overlapping. I'm very sorry, this guy is actually not overlapping. But some of the times he understands as a wing back is actually going to go to the front and cross. You understand? So hit early crosses because our players at the front are actually very tall and they know how to nod very well. So we hit early crosses also, and sometimes we click on the shots on target when we don't really like get things in when we don't get things very well. So right here at the pass directness, we have standard. Right here at the tempo, we have higher. While play for set pieces and we create more freedom. You understand? Be more expressive. We be more expressive at the creative freedom. Right here in the in transition, right there, we have the grouping. So instead of counter pressing and like stressing our players, and since this guy is actually going to go to the front, you understand? Brian is actually going fast. So don't worry about this guy right here. Like they're actually my marking because all of them are actually going to regroup and come to the back. You understand? And we have our offside trap to cover us. You understand? In some manners when things go off planned. You understand? So right here we have regroup while we counter and we distribute quickly while we distribute to the central back strictly. So at the out of possession right here we have a higher defensive line while we have higher line of engagement. We use our offside trap while we force opposition outside. That means we defend narrowly. So right here we prevent short kick distribution with our three. We are slightly more we slightly press, like we don't really press like that. We actually at the middle. So we slightly press sometimes, and sometimes we don't press. You understand? So right here we have the use tighter markings while we stay on feet. Yeah, no, this this thing is actually not there. We're actually not staying on feet. I'm very sorry about that clicking. If they are not staying on feet, the staying on feet was just for like a match, the last match I actually played for. We're actually not staying home fit, you understand? So we're actually going to like leave it like this, you understand? We're not clicking anything. So the one about this that is actually that it's actually going to like get you to what you want at the start, you understand? You're going to get massive goals because I actually had the massive goals, you understand? So you're going to get all of this at start. So when it gets to the middle of the league or close to the end, or like it's not close to the end, maybe like 12 to 13 more games, you should try to try to like switch to another tactic sometimes, like create another tactics entirely, then use the tactics like for 3 to 4 games or 5 games before you jump back to these tactics. Because these tactics, if you don't have very good players that they they have a lot of creativity and they have a lot of good stamina, this tactic is actually going to stress a lot of them. You understand? And they're actually going to get injuries. Like Ronaldo, he actually went injured, I think, 3 times in this season. Sancho right there when it was very tired. So I actually get a lot of players right. I had to like get players for this guy, and they're actually performing well. I got a lot of wonder kids, which I'm going to be showing you maybe later. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel. So what I'm going to be telling you that it's not good in FM 20. It's not good in any FM to like have only one tactic. You understand? Because the system is actually going to adapt to it, and there's no how you're actually going to perform a lot more very well when you're having only one tactics. So it is better for you to choose 2 tactics and like swap it when things are actually not working for the first. That means your main tactics, you understand? So this tactics is actually the best tactics because I used it for all of my games. I didn't have any second tactics. But when we check this schedule right here. Let me show you something. Then you actually know, cause I went unbeaten till like half of the this one is actually Champions League, you understand? So like half of the match, half of the season, I went unbeaten. Then Man City just flocked me up 1-0. But that was not really what like I really care. You see these goals 5-0, 5. It's actually going to be giving you a lot of goals that you want. This 7-1, even after the beating against Bayern Munich. And this is actually 9-0 right here. This 2-1. And later, this unexpected thing just happened and I got beaten 2-0 at Leicester's home. You understand? So sometimes you need to like try to like maneuver the tactics, try to create another tactic entirely because no more. It actually got worse when I got beaten 5-0 by Liverpool right here and 2-3 by Aston Villa right here. Then Man City actually beat me off the Cup of Cup final right there. So right here you see Atlanta beat me off at the Champions League knockout. Understand? Wolves beat me off also. Man City beat me off also like 2 times. You understand? So you guys should try to like maintain this tactic. Try to like get another tactics to like use against this tactic with this tactics rather. Because if I would have known that actually I didn't really play this game, you understand? So if I would have known, you understand, this this right here, I would have changed tactics to another tactics entirely. Then I play the game. I play the game and I won't lose that much, you understand? You understand? So you guys should just choose another tactics with this tactics. I can show you another tactics entirely. I'm going to show you how you can create your own tactics in my next video also. So you guys should watch it also and get to it. Try to create another tactics that's actually going to work for you also. So you can actually shuffle from one tactics to the other tactics um in terms of like um the plan is actually in terms of maybe the plan is actually failing. You understand? So that's it. Thank you. Subscribe, get subscribed to my YouTube channel.